To begin, in a mixing bowl, sift in 3 cups of all-purpose flour, then add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and half a teaspoon of salt. Whisk the dry ingredients to incorporate. Whisk, whisk, whisk. Once evenly incorporated, set it aside. Now butter up a 12 cups non-stick bund pan. Don't be shy with the butter, make sure that you get it into the crevices of the pan. Once you have buttered up the pan, coat with 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. And once the pan has been coated with the flour, go ahead and get rid of any excess flour. Once your pan has been prepared, set it aside. Now, in a large mixing bowl, add in 3 large room temperature eggs, followed by 2 cups of granulated sugar. Using a hand mixer, mix for about 3 minutes at high speed. After mixing for 3 minutes, the mixture will turn pale in color. Then add in 1/3 of a cup of light olive oil or canola oil. Mix to combine. Add in 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract and combine. Then add in 1 cup of buttermilk at room temperature and mix as well. And the last wet ingredient, 12 tablespoons of unsalted melted butter. The melted butter could be warm but not hot. Go ahead and mix until well blended. Now combine the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients. Mix at a low speed until the flour mixture has been just incorporated. Meanwhile, preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Ensure not to overmix the batter. We are using 2 cups of fresh cranberries, rinsed and dried. Toss the cranberries in 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. By coating the cranberries in all-purpose flour will prevent them from sinking to the bottom of the cake. Add the cranberries to the cake batter, followed by 1 tablespoon of orange zest. Now, using a spatula, go ahead and fold them into the batter. Once evenly incorporated, transfer into the prepared pan. Spread out the batter and smooth out the top for an even-sized cake. Now bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 55 minutes or until golden in color. And if everything goes according to plan, your cranberry orange cake should look like this. A toothpick inserted in the center should come out clean. Let it rest in the pan for about 15 minutes before flipping it over. And after 15 minutes, place a wire rack on top and flip it over. Let the cake cool down completely on a wire rack before applying the glaze. And while the cake is cooling down, let's go ahead and make some sugar cranberries. In a non-stick frying pan, add in 1/4 of a cup of granulated sugar, followed by 1/4 of a cup of water. Set the heat to medium and bring to a boil. Then reduce the heat to low and continue simmering on low for 3 minutes. Then add in 1 cup of fresh cranberries and go ahead and give it a quick stir. Remove from the heat and continue stirring for 1 minute. Now remove cranberries with a slotted spoon and transfer them onto a parchment-lined baking sheet or metal rack. Let the cranberries dry out for about 45 minutes to 1 hour. Once the cake has cooled down, you may transfer onto a cake platter. Once the cranberries have dried out, transfer into a mixing bowl. Coat them with half a cup of granulated sugar. Go ahead and toss until evenly coated. Now it is time to make the glaze. For the glaze, in a small mixing bowl, add in 1 teaspoon of orange zest. Then squeeze out the juice from the orange into another container. To the orange zest, add in 1½ cup of powdered sugar, followed by 4 to 5 tablespoons of orange juice. Then mix the glaze until smooth. You may adjust the glaze at any moment. If it's too thick, add in more orange juice, and if it's too watery, then add in more powdered sugar. You should end up with a thick, pourable consistency. Once the glaze is to the desired consistency, we are ready to pour all over the cake. Now pour the orange glaze over the cake just like so. And while the glaze is still wet, add in the sugar cranberries. You may garnish all around the cake, on top of the cake, inside the cake. And I think now you are ready to eat. There you guys have it, Christmas Cranberry Orange Cake. Enjoy, buen provecho, and thanks for watching. Happy holidays, bye!